when they're like,
yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Just the Bet Slips, where we promise you one thing and one thing only, and that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. Everybody, we're going to have a fantastic day. Second day of the MLB postseason, which is nuts. I can't believe we're in it. Wild card series aplenty. Wild the fact that the AL, both away teams got the dub in day one, and in the NL, both home teams got the dub. I mean, how are we feeling about this postseason as far as a betting standard? I thought every game was going to hit the under yesterday. It would have if Hunter Green didn't stink. What were our thoughts about yesterday before we get into the rest of the show?
I called pretty much every game. I said every game was going under except for the Dodgers game, and the Dodgers was going to easily go over. I think that almost every game in the series, the Dodgers play for the first 3 or 4 games is going to go over, to be honest. It shows. We missed the 750 club by 1 base hit, and then I hit every other bet I put on the show. I went 3 for 3 on the other bets yesterday. Yesterday kind of was what I thought it was. Now the strikeouts were kind of crazy. I wish I'd have bet them. I stayed away from the strikeouts because I did not expect 14 and 8 and 8 and 8.
There was a 9 in there. There was a 10 in
9.
there.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Absolutely crazy.
I liked Williams over 5.5. I took him for 5. He was cooking yesterday.
Yeah, they were just going back and forth. It was nuts.
Every game was wild yesterday. I want to say this too. And this, Rob, you and I were at the bowling alley yesterday. We were next to a couple Yankees fans on the deep fly ball by Jazz Chisholm with bases loaded. I'm going to say this to everybody that says the Yankees should have sent him. You're freaking wrong. You keep him. You keep him there. Why? Because that run doesn't matter. You're down 2. If it's a 2-1 game, you send him. You don't send him in a 3-1 ball game because you still need a knock with 2 outs to tie the game, let alone win it. Now, I will give this aspect for everybody that says change the dynamic. A runner on third with 2 outs, he can score in a little bit more of a myriad of ways, and you've already seen Chapman kind of a little loosey-goosey with the control. So I'll give you that aspect. I'll give you that thought that he has to think about the guy on third with 2 outs. He can score a little bit, a couple more ways. But you still need a knock in that situation. You don't send him because you don't leave. You don't have a double play with a not so deep fly ball to right and a guy with a decent arm in right. I'm sorry. As a baseball guy, you don't make that play.
Not to mention they had a slow-ish guy on third.
Yeah, I mean, it was Goldschmidt. Rob is a WNBA fan now. I don't think you're wrong, Python. I really don't. Don't think
after
you're
last
wrong.
night's game when we murdered that bet.
Straight up murked. But let's go ahead and get into the actual meat of this show, and we're going to start off with the thing that makes sure we do not get sued. 1, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Well, one of us is a professional gambler because Benny's the GOAT. Number 2, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. You're not gambling more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. And number 3, gambling can be addictive, so please seek the help if you need it. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. If you find yourself in the perils of gambling addiction, that is not just the sports book, that is the casinos, that is the ponies, that is back alley street dice, that is whatever you find yourself gambling on. Listen, if you're gambling about which way the water's going down in the toilet, you need to
gotta
call
hear
1-800-GAMBLER.
what I just seen on the news 5 minutes ago before I walked in here was 5-minute test. It was on ABC News. 5-minute test to see if you're addicted to gambling.
Please say you have the answers, because Rob and I are
No,
probably failing.
No,
that
I
bad
was just
boy
wondering,
real
like,
quick.
how can they know in 5 minutes? There's some quiz. If you look it up, it was on the news tonight. There's some quiz, 5 minutes. They'll tell you if you're hooked.
I can do it in
Well-
30 seconds. Have you ever bet on a raindrop going down the window?
Yes, and DGen.
Have
Call
you
1-800-GAMBLER.
have you ever
Electric
seen a bet slip in your sleep?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
addicted.
yeah. We're probably addicted to gambling. It's fine. It's okay. Have you ever been so mad when your sport book is wrong about your bet slip that you get angry and say, "Why didn't I win when the score was wrong in your sport book?" I'm not saying a particular name from the show that is currently riding that train, Kellen, but that is a surefire way to know that you're addicted to gambling. But anyway, if you are addicted to gambling, please get the help that you need. But if you gamble responsibly and at your own risk and don't bet more than you can afford to lose, then hey, go ahead, gamble away, just like all of us do here on the show. So 1, we're not professional gamblers. 2, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. 3, please utilize 1-800-GAMBLER. We're also not affiliated with or sponsored by any direct sportbook. I say sportbook because we are directly affiliated with a gaming thing, but not technically a sportbook. But we are also affiliated with Nevin Eyewear, and Nevin Eyewear is an amazing set of sunglasses that you can go get, and I'm going to drop our code here in the comments. But you can go to Nevin using our code. Please utilize our code, because that is the way that you can get the deals underneath there. 30% offer, buy one, get 2 free using the link that is down in there. And you can, go there, get some amazing sunglasses. I would say more. I'd say better things. But I have seen them and I love them. Love the look. Haven't gotten any yet because I'm a failure at my job and just haven't gotten the rep. But Pat loves them. Kel loves them. Get them for the entire family, for you and yours. Go ahead. Really utilize that buy one, get 2 free. That's an amazing thing that you can do. And you'll be all set for the win of months if you go ahead and do that. So it's in the chat right now. Go ahead and grab the link, and have a time getting your Nevin Eyewear. Nevin Eyewear, and they're new to the market, so go get them and be the new hot thing. Nevin Eyewear, plenty of different colors, plenty of different shades. Get multiple so that way you can mix and match from all your outfits. Talking to everybody out there, not just the ladies. Guys, you can look good too with your sunglasses. Come on now, do the right thing. Nevin Eyewear, go ahead and go grab yourself some. Be really appreciative, and we would love it. Nevin Eyewear, where your sunglasses are found. I'm making up slogans here today. That's what I'm doing here today. Before we get into anything else, let's go. Anyway, well, we'll talk about the other sponsor when that slide comes up. But let's just go ahead and jump right into this fun-filled shenanigans that we have right here. And we're going to start off with the 750 Club. We are all dancing. We're all jiving. We're having a good time. We're partying. There's one rule of Fight Club, and you don't talk about Fight Club. There is one rule of the 750 Club, and you tell every single person you can find about the 750 Club. And, Rob, what are we telling them today?
Look, I know this is kind of crazy, but we got 2 games to work with, so there's only a few ways to get to 750, and I didn't want to put six legs on this thing again. I'm going Cody Bellinger home run. He's 4 for 10 with 2 home runs versus Bayo. He averages around 4.87 home runs for a home run every 4.87 games. He has not hit one in 11 games. He's due. I think that he's got good history against Bayo, so tonight it could be the night. And then we're gonna ride Shohei again. This dude is on fire. He also has no at bats against Littell, but Littell has given up multiple home runs, 2+ home runs in 14 starts this season. and he's given up 39 home runs in 32 games.
Wow.
This looks like a recipe for another home run, at least one home run for Shohei today. And then I got this at plus 1506.
I mean, it's a thought. Shohei did go bridge twice yesterday, which I mean saved your one parlay right off Jump Street.
Yeah,
You
on
had
first
Judge
inning.
and Ohtani.
I mean,
Yeah.
that one game, he might be looking like postseason MVP already.
That was
which
nuts.
is wild, but I mean, I would think the Dodgers would have to get to the World Series for that, right?
No. I'm saying if they get there,
Yeah.
just
gotcha.
that starting game puts them way ahead in the race.
I guess that's fair. It is a fair thought.
Him and Teoscar Hernandez, who also had 2 home runs.
Yeah.
That's wild. The fact they had so many.
And then what? Muncy was one of the few that didn't get a hit on the team.
And then my best bet was Edman to get a hit, and he hit a home run. I was like, all right, I should have bet him to hit a home run.
Should have gone a little bit deeper on that. But hey, what are you going to do? That's the price you pay, huh? But that is the 750 Club. And Rob, we're going to stick with you for the next one. But before we really get deep into it, this is where I'm going to talk about Player Profit. Player Profit is a Cubs shutout.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, here's a question before we get into the best bet of the day. How many of the wild card series last year went to 3 games? I actually can't remember that. I'll look that up while we get into it. But the best bet of the day presented by Player Profit. If you've never heard about Player Profit, if you ever wanted to have a big bankroll but not have to pay for it, this is where Player Profit comes in. It is a gaming challenge. It is not a sport book directly. It is a gaming challenge. So check out, if you don't think you have a sport book available in your area, you might have Player Profit available, as they're available in 45 of 50 states. But it is a game challenge system that uses real sport book odds. You pay for an account that you can use, and you have to defeat challenges to eventually get into the payment structure with Player Profit. The big example is you can buy a $1,000 bankroll for $30. You have to increase your bankroll by 20% twice, and then you get into the funded stage. And then as long as you stay funded, you can keep making money using Player Profit. As soon as you get kicked out, you got to re-up. But like I said, it's a gaming challenge system for the smart bettors out there. And we are trying, with the best bet of the day, to give you the best bet possible to make it through the challenge system. If you want to go to Player Profit and save yourself a little bit of money, use that promo code in the top left corner there, Player Profit discount code JTBS, and you get 10% off of your order. Like I said, Player Profit code JTBS, get 10% off. So that $30 package is $27, or the $500 package is $450. You ever want a big bankroll and play with a big bankroll while not having to spend the money, go ahead and jump into Player Profit using JTBS to get your 10% off today. Love it. Need it. Player Profit. Fun. More rules and regulations apply. Go check out the website to get all of those. We don't have time to go through all of them, but we do have time to go through what's the best bet of the day today.
Yeah, so we're going Rob Refsnyder, 2+ total bases. He is 6 for 17 versus Rodon lifetime with 3 doubles and a home run with a 353 batting average. But just this year alone against the Yankees, he went 6 for 22 with 2 doubles. So he has good history against the Yankees. He's got good history against Rodon. And getting in this at plus 225 felt too good not to bet. So I've been playing it really safe, getting some minus 160s, minus 170s. We've been hitting them all, so it felt like a good day to take a little bit of a risk, but with good odds to hit.
So he must be plus money to get a hit then.
Yeah, I think to get a hit he's plus like 105 or something.
Wow.
And by the way, to answer your question, one of the 4 series went to 3 games. It was the Mets Brewers.
Yeah, Mets Brewers last year, and then the Mets cleaned up in 4. The Yankees cleaned up 4. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. So we already have 2 guaranteed. I actually think 3 of them, if not 4 of them, go to probably 3. 3 go to, so it'll be the exact opposite of last year.
Yeah, I think the Dodgers are going to be too much for the Reds.
Yeah, I think so too. But the Reds, you never know, man. Those bats can get hot.
I mean, they put up 5 last night. If the Dodgers' runs wasn't so inflated, they could have won that game.
Yeah. So I mean, I do agree. I think the Dodgers win tonight, and we'll see some of those bets. But Rob Refsnyder, I really went with a weird accent there. Just forgive
You
me
made
on
him.
that one.
You made him German.
Is he
I
German?
mean, maybe. Probably with a Snyder with a Y. He probably is. I'm just throwing it out
he's
there.
German.
He's Yerman today. But yeah, I mean, shoot, batting average, 353 versus Carlos Rodon. So, which Rodon are we going to get tonight? That's really the question that we have to ask ourselves.
Well, I'll give you an answer in a little bit later.
Yeah. Well, before we get into the rest of this thing, that has been the Player Profit Best Bet of the Day. Like I said, you want to go to Player Profit and find out whether you can play with the big boys and the sharp bettors, go ahead and use promo code JTBS at checkout for 10% off of every single order. That's not just your first. That is every single order with Player Profit. Smack in the JTBS and you can get paid. You can get 10% off. And then you could possibly get paid if you beat the challenge system. So check out Player Profit. Thank you for being a sponsor of the show, playerprofit.com. All right. Next, we go to Benny and his bets. He's only got one bet today, but before we get to that bet, it's on the jet. I told y'all it was coming. Look at that face. Look at that gorgeous, handsome face right there. Check out Better Benny on X if you want more than just this play today and any other day. It says he is Korean. Okay.
Yeah, he's from Seoul, South Korea.
From Seoul, South Korea. But his heritage is German. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, he's German.
Right.
Germany, Korea.
Yeah, he's Korean jury. Boom, Benny Bucks. Yes, Benny Bucks all day. Benny, talk to us about this bet, man.
Listen, I hate to break the Cincinnati people's hearts, but they're bringing out Yamamoto tonight. They're taking care of business. I see the Dodgers putting up 7-8 tonight. I think it's going to be a complete slugfest. Yamamoto's just going to spit fire tonight. They're going to show them why they are the Dodgers tonight. I don't see this game being close at all.
I don't either.
The odds suggest that they're getting more towards minus 150 for them to cover by 2. And Vegas thinks the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pull up sports betting dime here. And,
now, what I think about the Yankees game real quick. My model shows Boston having a slight edge over this, but the way things have been shifting today from yesterday, teams take game 1. It would not shock me going to game 3, Boston versus New York, ultimate rivalry. In that case, my gut is leaning New York today. Money
line percentage is 99% on the Yankees today, by the way.
99%. Now
99% of the cash.
That's because
is on Yankees money line today.
I think if anyone has anything to do with it, there will be a game 3.
Yeah, I mean, but one would think that Vegas would be like, well, I can cash out on all these bets. Let's just have Boston win.
But I mean, you could assume they could do that with the Dodgers too.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. 85% of the cash is on Dodgers money line, and 88% of the cash is on Dodgers minus 105.
And let me get. And is everyone leaning on the over for money?
Yeah, the overs. Well, to tell you the truth, the over bet percentage is at 80%, but the money percentage is at 70%.
70.
So smart money is taking the under in this game.
I mean,
I wonder if they're expecting the Reds to get shut out. And
smart money would be what? Smart money would be what? 4-1 right now on the under.
I think so.
No, 5-1.
5-1.
Yep.
Yeah, because I don't think the Guardians did not go under today.
No, they were 7.
7. I think it was 6.5.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yep.
Wild.
It's because they put that modest number 7 out, and you don't know what to do because you see powerhouse offenses, and you say, "Who am I getting? Is the pitcher going to have form, or are they not going to have command today?" And then boom, the under smacks. It's all about those first 2 innings. Like nobody really knows.
Yeah, that's true. It's wild to me. But yeah, a big money. So there's bigger money percentage. Again, I'll show this. So anybody who's never seen this before. You look here at the bet itself. This is the under. 20% of the bet percentage. So the bet percentage up here, 20% of bets of the actual wager itself is on the under, but 30% of the cash
Yeah.
is on the under. So there's 80% of bets are on the over tonight, but 70% of total cash inside.
And it's about the
So-
same across all the books too.
Yeah. Well, so, and this is just, this is all the books combined. These are where you're getting the best odds. So you can go to BetESPN and get over at 7.5. And these here, this is where you're getting the best bang for your buck is FanDuel to get. So if you want to bet FanDuel for the -1.5, that's where you're going to get the most money on the -1.5. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing here. FanDuel has the best money line because I'm pretty sure all the other money lines are at like 300 on the Dodgers tonight.
It opened at like 235 this morning.
Yeah, and it's moved a bunch. So, but yeah, like here, so you've got big money on the Yankees tonight because it's 99% of the money, even though it's 71% of the bets on the money line.
Wow, I did not realize it was that high.
Yeah, it's crazy. Pretty much everybody and their mother is backing the Yankees. That's big money. So, something to look at. And these get updated. I think these get updated every 5 minutes. I think they get updated. So, yeah, because this one's already changed. That hasn't, but this has. So, something to think about.
I'm curious. Did you look at that yesterday? What was the money on Yankees yesterday?
I don't know because I didn't look at it yesterday. I didn't have time to look at it yesterday. I wish I did. But I took the Yankees yesterday because I figured Fried on the mound, that would be the game they won. I figured the Red Sox would win game 2 and game 3. I think the Red Sox win the series, but I thought the Yankees would win yesterday. And then Boone decides to boon and let Luke Weaver with the guy who could eat a satchel of Richards just comes in and absolutely just looks like trash. So 1,000% I am on Luke Weaver just needs to eat a satchel of Richards. 100%. If you don't know, people, look it up and you'll figure it out. Anyway, that has been Benny and his bets from the Jet. You love to see it. Eventually, he's going to be riding around in that jet with how much money he's making.
Yeah.
What a dude.
I
What
hope.
an absolute G unit.
I'm not having a good day today, but
Listen.
It happens.
You're going to bounce back. Listen, there's a reason why my August looks so bad and my September looks so good. Part of it was because of the man, the myth, the legend, betting with Benny.
I just want to let people know the closer we get to NBA is when you'll see my true expertise come out.
That's when
that's when we all get rich.
That's when I'm not afraid to put out plus 5,000 parlays. That's when we can put money down and actually hit some life-changing money. I'm not going to put out big parlays for football if I'm not confident on it. But NBA, I will do that.
Fair enough. Love it. I can't wait. I'm actually half decent at NBA. I wish I was better. I'm going to get better with better Benny.
I did very, very well last year, which was very surprising to me because I had just gotten back into basketball really, but I did a ton of research to get back into it. So that's right. I guess that's why I did as good as I did. But
my bread and butter last year, I figured out when I did 1 to 3 leg parlays at the straight book odds, no outlines.
Yeah.
I literally, from doing just 1 to 3 legs, had a 60% higher success rate than adding that 4th leg. Yeah. So I stopped the 4th leg. My bread and butter was 3 legs, $50 to $100 a piece, and it nets you back close to 500 on each one, and I was killing it.
Yeah, that's sweet. I can't wait to jump into that. I think my best bet for NBA was when we did we were at the golf tournament, and I hit 3 spreads, just bang bang bang. I took all 3 of them. I said they were individual plays, and then I ended up parlaying them together. And got plus 800.
Not this last year.
I hit all 3 straight and that. So that was huge.
Not last year, but the year before I had Draymond 2 plus 3s and I put 100 on it and got like 12,000.
That's crazy.
The odds were insane. It was like he didn't hit one in like 8 games. It was like plus 1,000 and I hammered it. It wasn't like that much money, but it was big money I won on just him getting 2 3s.
I love it. Can't wait for NBA. It's gonna be fun. Let's go ahead and get to the things they're the bread and butter of the show. Let's not lie to ourselves. They're green, they're soft, they're plushy. They are the tabletops. We're gonna start with Tommy stats. He likes Yamamoto 5+ Ks and the Dodgers -1.5. I mean, I'm gonna talk about this a little later because I think Yamamoto absolutely shoves tonight. And like Benny already said, Dodgers -1.5. It's just easy money in my head. So go ahead and take this. We're going to go ahead and skip Tommy. This is his bet. This is what he's got for the bet. You're going to see it here in a little bit here with a little bit different odds coming up. Let's go ahead and start with the Duke of Slips. He said he sent a video. He's a liar because I don't have it. But he's got Carlos Rodon 6+ Ks at -140. That's a wild bet for me, just because I'm starting to put Carlos Rodon and Tyon Walker in the same bucket. Because once they hit 100 innings in a year, they're trash after that. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, like, that's just what Carlos Rodon has been for the past 2 years.
I'm pretty sure, though, CJ, the last time on the show, you took Rodon to get 6K, and I said I was worried about that play, and he ended up dominating.
Yeah, he ended up doing it. Like I said, I was worried. I've been wrong from a time or two. I'm willing to be the naysayer for Pat so Pat can win this bet, to be very clear. But you're also going to see me with something very similar to this anyway. So I don't know why I'm saying it. But yeah, I was banking on the Red Sox winning tonight and tomorrow after the Yankees won last night. But again, now I have to change my tune because I still think it goes 3 games. So that's where we're at there. And then also baseball, he likes the Dodgers -1.5. This actually somewhat scares me because it's like, oh boy. But he's got the Dodgers money line and then an alt over 7.5. I got something similar to that too. So go ahead and smack the Dodgers and the alt over at 7.5. Pat had himself a decent month last month, but it wasn't enough to get him out of the doldrums. But we'll talk about that here in a little bit. And now it's the parlay guy. Talk about the 2 parlays, man.
All right, so I have to make sure I go in the right order here. All right, so we've got
flip the book, damn it.
Red Sox +1.5. I actually think the Red Sox are going to end it tonight. I really do. I'll tell you why in a minute, but I wanted to take the 1.5 because I think that there's still a world they lose by 1 and we still hit this bet. I'm also going to do under 11.5 runs. I altered this up as high as it would let me go. You couldn't go any higher than 11.5 to take an under. But we didn't need the odds as much as we needed the coverage just in case this game gets a little out of hand. Then I got Dodgers money line and the Dodgers over 6.5. So look, I've got Bayo 2-1 with a 1.89 ERA this year against the Yankees, and we've got Rodon who's 1-2 with a 5.74 ERA versus the Red Sox this season. And the last time they faced each other, or the last 3 games that Bayo has pitched against the Yankees, there was 8 runs, 1 run, and 2 runs. So I feel good about that. And then we've got Yamamoto he's 1-0 with a 1.29 ERA. They won 5-2 last time he pitched. Then Littell's got a 3.81 ERA. The bats are alive with the Dodgers. Yamamoto's been on fire. You can go ahead and just cash the ticket with the Dodgers tonight, even if you want to leave the Red Sox off.
And Rob, I heard real quick that Littell is only pitching like 1 to 2 innings tonight.
Yeah, well,
and then they're bringing in Lodolo.
That makes sense. So that might change things a little bit, but I still think the Dodgers are too good to even worry about it. But as we're speaking, by the way, the Yankees just went up 2-0. The strikeout parlay, you're gonna have to change this a little bit if you want to get the same odds I did. But we've got Yamamoto 6+ strikeouts. He has hit this in 14 of his last 15 games. He struck out Cincinnati 9 times on 728, and they're the 23rd worst in baseball. 23 worst in baseball with a 23.3%. They've struck out 29.7% of the time over the last 3. Rodon, I have it 4+ strikeouts. If you want to get my odds, you're probably gonna have to go to 6 because he got 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Brian Bayo, 4+ strikeouts. If you look at his most recent, he's kind of been 50-50 on this. However, he's got 17 strikeouts in 3 starts versus the Yankees. He's hit 4+ in all 3 games against the Yankees. He had an 8 strikeout game against the Yankees, so I feel like he can get to 4 in this specific matchup, and I got it at +149.
I mean, Judge is going to strike out at least once.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
So, but yeah, Rodon struck out 2 in the top of the first.
I mean, that's good for me. That's good for me. I don't hate that option. But yeah, big fan of these bets. Rob the parlay guy, this tabletop. So hopefully smack. And then me, I've got Rodon 5+ and Bayo 4+ as a little strikeout double here. Rodon gets the 5, Bayo gets the 4, and I get -102. I can't really hate that. It's basically even money. And I'm not really risking it too much. Rodon's been almost automatic to get 5 as of late. Whether he gives up 8 runs doing it is another piece, but like he'll get to 5 Ks. I feel like, especially versus this lineup. Thanks, Python. Appreciate you there. But yeah, and then I've got MLB over under doubles, and then I also have a performance double. I forgot to change the slide. Whoop. Oh well. But I got Yankees money line and over 6 in this one. I feel like the Yankees are going to do damage tonight to make up for the fact that they didn't do it last night. I think they might go over 6 themselves. I altered this line down and then put a bunch of money on the Yankees money line. Got it at +120 there. There's no way this series doesn't go 3. The Yankees were too hot going in this thing. It was too hot going into this thing. There's no way this thing doesn't go 3. If the Yankees win, and I still think they lose tomorrow. No offense to the Yankees, just the Red Sox.
I really thought this morning like the Red Sox were going to win until all day long. I see how the first games went today when I seen the Cubs game and the Detroit game, and I'm realizing everything's shifting today. Then later on, I already have Boston, but then later on, I'm like, you know what, the way things are going, Yankees are going to force a game 3 now.
Yeah,
because I got Boston.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
everything's opposite of what I picked today.
Just one of those days, man.
You might want to take the Reds tonight.
Yeah. Might want to. You never know.
In fairness,
considering all of us have Dodgers -1.5.
In fairness, considering I hit everything I bet last night, tonight probably will go bet. So,
you do for the
and
slammer.
It's the first of the month, so they can just kill my units out the gate. It's
right. Just tank them, straight tank them.
Maybe Rob Schneider will get a double, and I'll cover myself.
Yeah, you'll at least cover yourself on the best bet. I have Dodgers -1.5 and Yamamoto 6+ Ks. So very similar to what Tommy has, but I just increased the odds. I got it to 129. I feel good about Yamamoto getting 6. And we've already talked about the fact that the Dodgers are just absolutely lights out in this game. I feel like everybody has the Dodgers -1.5, so we'll get in it.
Do you guys see that new meme going around where it says FanDuel account 5,000, DraftKings account 7,000, US Bet account 3,000. Bank account $18.
Yeah.
Wife says, "Baby, can we go out to dinner?" Babe, we're broke. And then at the bottom it says, "Few understand this."
Yes, that's so true. So true. I'm not quite that bad, but close. We're in the ballpark. We are in the ballpark for sure. But yeah, that's where we're at there with those. And I think, if memory serves me right, I think that's the end of the. It's the end because this last one I forgot to take out. This is yesterday's picks.
I'm starting to more and more think I'm going to ladder Yamamoto. I'm gonna go 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Ooh.
Because I personally think he gets to 10.
Wow, that's wild. There, wild.
He got to 9 the last time he faced him, and the Reds strike out 30% of the time the last 3 games. I think this is a statement game.
Yeah, Reds have been really strikeout prone lately.
Yeah, I want to make note at the change to this template. Betting with Benny now has a record on the segment records, and is the ladder bet. If you weren't with the ladder bet this past time, we missed by one. But I mean, we caught the first 2, right? It was the first one, or was it the second leg that got messed up?
No, the first 2 went through. So if you took that and rolled that over, you missed with Henry. But then if we would have made it to the third, Javante got it easy.
Yeah.
You know what's messed up is because we missed it. I didn't bet the last, but what I was gonna do, I thought about betting what I would have had I hit it anyway on the last one because I felt good about Javante and I didn't do it, and then I regretted it. But it is what it is.
I like the format though, because say we make it past the 1 o'clock games, boom, you roll it over, you even win the 2 o'clock games. Now you have the option to say, okay, I'm out,
right,
or I'm going to continue instead of if that leg lost on the first game.
Right.
So that's why I like doing it in the 3 different time zones. Plus, it keeps the whole day sweating.
Yeah, not to mention, I still made money because I'm gonna tell you a mistake that I made that worked out to my advantage. With the first time I bet the 2 guys, I accidentally had Josh Jacobs already in my slip.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
I ended up betting all 3 of them. So then I had to go back and I had to bet the 2 of them again.
Yeah.
So I had the profit from the 3 of them, and then I had the 2 that I ended up losing when I rolled it over. So I ended up still making money off of it. But
Yeah.
And you know what's so weird, guys? I kept saying to myself, so this guy shared something. He only needed Henry online, and it was like they're offering him like $1,000 cash out, right? He's like, what do I do, ride or tail?
cash.
I said, bro, I am scratching my head. Why has Derrick Henry gone from minus 160 to minus 135? What does Vegas know? When Christian McCaffrey is minus 180 right now, but Henry is almost getting close to plus money, I go, something's messed up. And who did nothing? Henry.
Yeah.
King Henry.
I
Fumble
don't-
He ain't no
master.
king.
There-
He ain't no
Fumble,
king.
fumble master.
outside of the fumbles,
from a king, he ain't no king.
outside of the fumbles, their usage of him is bizarre.
Yeah,
it is.
So strange.
You call yourself a running team, but you don't run the ball with one of the best running backs in the league. I don't know.
And then you got like Achan, right? Which is averaging close to 50 receiving yards. And then, even with Tyreek Hill out, doesn't even get one pass thrown to him.
Yeah,
He goes for 2 yards that whole game.
Not to mention Baltimore's defense is dogs, and they're giving up 50 a game. Why don't you slow the offenses down by running the ball?
I know.
One would think. What are you gonna do? Can't.
I mean,
football.
instead of
Football.
betting, maybe they should just hire us to coach in the NFL.
Yeah, and the lady's lady, known as Jen. I don't know if you saw that. She made the chart. The ladies' lady. That's just I came up with that nickname all by myself.
I gotta keep her sparingly on this show, otherwise people will vote me off.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, well, let's get to the yearly records. Everybody's been asking for them. Like, what are the yearly records? I know you clean them up. Well, I decided to put the yearly records up today for one day and one day only. The beginning of each month we'll hold the yearly records, and then we'll switch back to the monthly. But just wanted to throw it out there.
Damn, 63 units.
So here's what we're gonna say. If you want to get rich on this show, you follow me and you fade Kel and you get rich. You're up 140 units.
Yes. No, for real though.
Because people look at the fact that somebody's got minus 63 and they're like, I can't follow them. Yes, you can. Just bet the opposite of him
Just bet
every
the
single
opposite.
time.
No, if he is consistently losing like this, you should be consistently tailing him the opposite.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's a winning strategy even in the losses. It's fine.
Correct.
It's fine.
I just want to throw this out here because he's probably in the chat and he just hasn't said anything. But like, Pat, dude, how many bets can you make?
Oh my God.
And now in the chat, I'm going to throw this out there for the people.
That's
Throw this out there for the
1,400
people.
bets.
He
That's just on the show.
literally
He bets
and
equally
he bets
amount
more.
off.
He bets more off. I'm going to say this right now. That man has stated that he's only going to have 100 bets on the show this month. There's a part of me that wants to do the guy from Taken. Good luck. Like, there's not a prayer. He's only sticking to 100 bets on this show. Not a prayer.
Oh my God.
But we can.
Pat, if you're watching, I'm going to make you
Marco
a
from
bet you're not
Tripolia.
even here.
Good luck.
Why is
And
he?
I'm going to
Why
make you
is
a
he
bet
not
and you're not even here. If you can stick to 100 or less bets and you are plus even 0.01 units, I will buy you the jersey of your choice.
Oh man.
And if you fail, then I'm going to come up with something a little bit worse than that, but
I am
Yeah.
shocked. I am shocked he is not VIP in DraftKings. I am shocked they have not reached out to him and said we are going to indict you in our VIP program.
Dude, on Saturday, college football Saturday, he has 50 to 75 bets just on college Saturday.
Just on college Saturday. It's wild.
By the way, if you guys do end up betting a lot in your life, DraftKings will invite you to VIP. I got invited, last year. But once you get invited to VIP, you get crazy good promos. So if you ever use one sports book and you love it and you love DraftKings, stick to it.
Yep. Yes, Python. We have given him the number multiple times, and you know what he says: 1-800-GAMBLERS for quitters.
If you need
GAs
help,
for quitters.
we can make the call for you.
We can make the call for him. As we might have to do one of these shows where I have an intervention flag behind me.
No, you have to do it where he's in the woods like the wild gambler, and you take him down. You take him down, and like Rob comes up like a cop and cuffs him, and he's out of here.
The problem is he hits a couple of the big bets that we do, and then he gets enabled in order to make a million bets.
No, he won like 3 out of those 4 builders last week, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying. So he had the $50 bet that he just randomly threw on the kicker that y'all told him that he hit.
Yeah.
We hit the Bryce parlay because I told him to bet the home runs out of the blue, and we hit it twice at plus 4,000, and those 3 bets alone, he just went nuts with.
Yeah.
Love it. Big fan of all of it, but. We got to get out of here, but this has been just the BetSlips today. We appreciate it. If you're in the stream and you haven't followed the channel, make sure you follow the channel. It helps us out immensely if you just hit the follow on here at Just BetSlips. Or if you're on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. It helps us out immensely. Make sure you're following Better Benny on X. And then, you know what? Give this guy a follow, too. Go find Parlay Python. We love him. Go ahead and give him a follow, too. Yeah, everybody's worth a penny.
WNBA is still going, which means you definitely need to be following him because I don't think he's missed a bet all playoffs.
No, he's like pristine in WNBA.
Yeah, he's really good on them. So go ahead.
When I talked to him about a bet, when
I about fell out my seat.
When he talks about a bet, I talked to him about it last night, that bet. And I was like, you know what? He sounds very, very confident. I'm betting this a lot heavier than I normally would.
Yeah.
And he said maybe we shouldn't have had to alt the over down this morning when he sent me because it got to 200 points. I was
like, because it got to damn near 200. I was like, dang, you should have.
You know what's even funnier is I was so bored watching the game, waiting for the over at the end of the game. I bet the over in the third quarter by itself at over 39.5, and that smacked. So I won like 5 bets off of that game.
Yeah, that game was impressive. I mean, we're talking about women scoring as much as a male's NBA basketball game almost.
Yeah.
Best
8 less minutes.
What I do want to talk about is the Indiana Fever. That was the guttiest series I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. They have mostly backups in there. And then their best current player gets injured in the game. And then their biggest player, Boston, gets fouls out of the game. And they still took it to overtime.
Are you talking about Kelsey Mitchell?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Mitchell goes down. Boston fouls out. They're out Caitlin Clark. They're out Sophie Cunningham. They basically have a bunch of ladies that wouldn't start on a lot of other teams, and Lexi Hall. And they take the series to 5, and they go to overtime and almost knock off a team that's the favorite probably to win the whole thing now.
I was waiting because it was so high scoring last night for a bunch of sex toys that get thrown on the court. I mean, you got to admit, like sometimes you'll see about 6 of them fuckers thrown.
But that's it. That's it for us. We appreciate you.
Real quick though.
Yeah, go ahead. Last call.
He goes. He's really, and he's nuts, but he's really making a sheet to track star WM players' menstrual cycles next year to know which week to fade them. He says it is. You can find this information out once he gets it tracked down to 3 days. He will know exactly which day of the week to fade these players.
Oh my Lord!
I'm gonna see if he actually can pull this off. But he's making a spreadsheet to track WNBA players' menstrual cycles.
Can you imagine?
Well, you got to think they'll probably sync up mid-season, so it's like the entire squad, right?
The whole squad eventually usually gets like that.
If that algorithm becomes a winning algorithm, I'm gonna die.
Well, everybody, that's it. Just the BetSlips. We promise you one thing and one thing only, and sometimes we promise you a lot more than that. But we promise you the hot tips to help your BetSlips. All right, everybody, go responsibly, chase that bag, and allow us to play you out.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the BetSlips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeet!
Yeah.